Hey guys, it's Tasha. If you're new to my channel, welcome to the crib. For my returning positive subscribers and subbies, welcome back. Come on in and get comfortable. Guys, I'm not sure how long this video is going to be in total. I have 1, 2, 3. There's 2 more behind me. That's 5. 2 in the closet. That's 7. And a couple of bookcases of stuff that I need to get through. And of course, you know, I don't know how to do the fast forward thing to show you guys, you know, the whole process. But what I'm gonna do is probably once a day, I'm gonna go through an entire one of these cases like this, and that one right there would be 2, because there's a set right there, and then I have another set on top right there. And I'm gonna go through one of these a day and pull out stuff. And I'm gonna declutter. A lot of it is like paperwork and stuff. That there's some clear labels and DVDs and my brother thing and stuff like that. But some of these have stuff like this right here. These are large tea bags. I used to make bathtub teas. And then there's some other stuff. This right here is just a antique 2-hole punch. Batteries are in here. Some other things that I'll start to work on. It's probably going in the trash. And then you got stuff up here. You just look, there's just stuff in here. So I'm gonna more or less pull all this stuff out, dump it in the floor, and I got this box right here, and I'm gonna drop everything in that box right there. And I'm not going to tell you that I'm going to sell it, but if I decide to get rid of it, it'll probably be somebody just pay postage, whatever postage is, and it'll be theirs. Alright, so if you want to see me, kind of sort of see me get rid of some of this stuff or declutter, just keep watching. Okay, I'm sitting on the floor, and this is the first round of pull out stuff. So, like I said, I don't think there's enough craft supplies in here, but it's not all craft supplies. So let me see what I can get in a box. Look at this right here. This is my very first rubber stamp I ever bought, and it'll probably stay with me. Alright, let me finish. Of those 3 drawers, this is what I pulled out as craft related. Now of course, you know, my 2-hole punch, my 2 ATG guns, my Tim Holtz die right here, and this is a clamp, which I don't even know why it's in here. That's not going anywhere. Now here's the stuff that I have to make up my mind what's going away. Now I can tell you right now that this stamp right here, the one I told you that was my first stamp, will probably not go anywhere. Shut the door for me. Shut the door. Thank you. And the majority of these stamps will probably go. I want to hang on to these 2 large ones, and if I don't use them by the end of the year, to get rid of them. But all of these will go. Even look, these are basically new. Well, I've never used a lot of them. I've attempted. You see, I played with some of them. Look, this one, Be Mine. What's that heart one? It's a heart one in here that I haven't used at all. I love Santa, hasn't been used. None of these are all new. I'm sorry. These are all, I ain't gonna say they're not new. They're not new, but they have never been used. A lot of them. I'm gonna say 90% of them are unused. Let me move that out the way. Oh, here's that heart that I was trying to tell you guys about, and I think it is so cute. But look, I've never used it. Now this I tried to use, but I guess what? I have a couple, at least 2 dies that'll do that. Noel hasn't been used. Hibbity Hoppity. Has that? No, I don't think that's been used. I think that's just dirty. Here's one that I tried to use with love on it. No, look at the snowman. So all of these are going into the go away pile. Even here's one that's still in the pack. Even this mold right here, the silicone mold. I know this is Martha Stewart. What else? Here's some leaves. Those are going away. Here's some here. These Studio G, they're going away. This thing, Cutterbug, that came from Big Lots. I haven't used it, I don't think. If I did, it wasn't many times. That's going away. This right here, this is a dot and a, what's the thing called? A embossing folder. It's going away. Here's some more little small stamps. They're going away. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to keep these, just 2 larger stamps and this 1 stamp. Like I said, my very first stamp that I bought. And the rest of these are going in the go away pile. Okay guys, this was round 1. And this is mostly non-crafted stuff in these drawers. There may be a few things like right here. This is that tape for my brother printer. But the majority of this stuff was not craft related. There's some things that were there, like I said, but not a lot. So that was a good thing. Oh, you know what? One thing I didn't put back was this. And, okay. I was supposed to send this out. And when I tell you years ago, I'm probably talking about 10 years ago. How many of y'all remember this stack? This, when I came into the crafting game, this stack was already gone and done for. So I don't know how long that was or when this stack was even manufactured or anything like that. But I just so happened to find 2 stacks online somewhere, and I bought 2 because I thought this was the most beautiful thing. DCWV, the music stack. Sorry, my floor is a hot mess. I'm still working on it. And I just, like I said, I thought this was the most beautiful stack. It's totally gorgeous. So DCWV was one of the first paper stacks, and this was my favorite sheet right here that I fell in love with. Oh my God. Now my question to you is, should I give this away or should I sell it? You tell me. Because this is a 1 sheet of every, it was just half a stack. It's 24 sheets. Alright, let me know what you think. Okay, this is phase 2. I think the majority of stuff in my phase 2 is going to be swap items. So let me get all this stuff pulled out and we're going to see. Okay, I am not going to be able to get all this stuff on the floor right here in front of me. But this is the stuff that was in one of the drawers. My tea for Tasha. And then this is stuff from another drawer. That my, look, here are all of those Tibetan silver charms that I purchased when I was really heavy into doing, look at that socks, my son's socks, when I was heavily into doing dangles and charms. And then here's another one. Now I know I just bought this. I bought this to take to my craft fair. It should be 2 of them. I have to find the other one. But yeah, see, here are some of the items that I got on a swap. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do this with one hand and look and see what I'm doing all at the same time. That I just purchased. I love that little cartoon. And here's this paper here. And I got there's the other one over here. Y'all know these are keepers. This is the craft text. That's what that is. So look at this. I know I've never used this. So anyway, let me try to get this together and see what kind of wonders I can do. Jeez. Okay, so right there is a bunch of craft stuff, and that's one drawer. I got 2 empty drawers here, but before I start putting stuff away, I just want to show you these things. Remember when I said this was a drawer mostly swap items, and it is. I'm not going to be able to show you guys everything, but like here are some dangles, and I most definitely are keeping those. I think this is actually for an album. I think we did, you know, you pick a page, or however it works out. These were pages for a swap album. Sorry. A mini album. Swap pages for a mini album. And I have that one. Here's some more things. I don't even know what's in some of these things. Let's see what this is right quick. That's a good question. This was from Pamela Horton, channel The Cajun Chick. I might have to go and see if I can find her. Okay, I think these were cards that we did. Swap some cards and some tags. Here's another page for an album. I'm gonna redo this one. I remember this thing and I just could not get it to save my life. But now that I look at it, I know there's a better way to do this. There's some more cards here. Look at that. That is so cute. Where there's a charm in here. Oops. I found a way to put that back on. So there is a lot. There are more cards. And I got a couple of things down here that I actually did, like this one right here. This is in one of my videos, but this is on my beauty channel when I went to the hair show, and I just made this quick little book to kind of commemorate when I went to New York for the first time, and I went by myself to IMAX, as a matter of fact, and I have a video on that one too. Anything else down here? This is that cookbook I keep telling you guys about that I want to redo, and I have a video on that as well. And here's some more album pages that I swapped with other people's for. And this was some flowers that I think that was who sent. Yep, Joanne. Joanne sent me some flowers, and I used a couple of them already. Well, already. It's been so long. So I'm about to get this stuff back in here and see how much of that is going away. So I'll be back. Okay, so far this is what phase 2 is looking like. All the stuff down here is swap stuff that I'm keeping. I'm not getting rid of any of my swap stuff, which is not a lot because it's just one drawer. This right here has some recipe albums in it that this one I bought. This is a Target Dollar Spot planner. That's my recipe album that I did. This is just a little album right here that when I first started trying to learn how to make tags and stuff that I did. And I was just trying to keep up with what I was doing. And it has a DVD in here. This is the other album I showed you guys earlier. These are some DVDs from the hair show from 07 and 08. So I'm keeping up with those for right now. This I received in a swap. It's a tea for Tasha. And this stuff right here is the only rest. This is the rest of the stuff that I'm keeping. Some ephemera, my Tim Holtz pieces. I forgot what they call these. Is there a name? Fragment pieces. This Heidi swap thing, which is fairly new. I found a X-Acto knife that I'm keeping. Of course, the ruler. What are these things, guys? Oh my god, these charms. This is one of the can openers when you're painting, and I'm just gonna keep maybe 3 of these, maybe 4, and then all the rest of them are going into, let's see, okay, the rest of these are going over here. And this is the box of stuff that's going from out of that section. So I need to dump the rubber stamps over in here. But this is everything that's going. These are some, in these 2 things, there's some die cuts. And this thing right here, it's just a little book of Christmas cards, 30 Christmas cards that you can do. And it came with some digital papers as well. And of course those two things, because I don't know what to do with those. And let's see what else. Is that it? I think that's it for phase 2. Let me get this stuff put away and let's get into phase 3. Okay, time for round number 3, and this one has 5 drawers in it. Get back, boy. This one has 5 drawers, so I'm finna dump all this stuff out and see what's in these drawers. Did I show you how this other? Will you move your big head out the way? Okay, so I got one drawer that has nothing in it, and none of this stuff is like crap that I'm using stuff. Like this right here is this book is when I was trying to learn how to do ATCs.
I'm watching TV.
Will you be quiet? I was trying to learn how to do ATCs. And let me take this out real quick so I can show you guys. Stop, Darrell. Stop. Move, will you? What? Move. Move. Okay. This is my first ATC that I was trying. These two right here. And I think they came out okay. I just didn't like, okay, what do you do? So I didn't know. So I tried this the second time. And so I joined a swap. And this was my first one that I actually kind of liked. But as you can see, it's way bigger than what it's supposed to be. So I apologize to the people that I was swapping with. And the next one I did was this one. And I really like the way this one turned out. But this is my last ATC swap, and I can't even tell you when it was. But I love Oogie Boogie and Jack. And it was a Christmas, of course it was a Christmas themed one. So yeah. But anyway, let me get this up right back up in here. And as you see, this is just stuff, like I said, memory stuff basically. So I've gotten one drawer cleaned out. I took anything crafty that was in here to be used, and I've stuck it over there in that top drawer. And those two are just stuff as well, so at least I know I don't have to go through those for anything. So now I'm about to go through those 5 drawers, and this is the box so far without the rubber stamps. I'm gonna get the rubber stamps over there in a second, and then I may go through these, but you know what, I got 2 more back over behind me, so I had to get those next. Okay, so stick around. Okay, for round 3, you see the majority of the stuff, they're in baskets. They're in their own little containers and stuff like that. That's a container right there. There's one under there. There's one. There's something. There's something. They got these baskets that are inside. That were inside of these larger drawers here, and as you can see, this one is broken and dusty. So it'll either be thrown away, or I maybe have to just take that this whole little piece right here off, take it off, and get rid of it and see what happens. I don't know. Well, maybe if just put it under the bottom of another one and see what happens. But for right now, I'm going to go through these baskets and see what I can get rid of. Okay, this is this is number 3. And number 3, I got rid of that broken, well, this thing right here was broken. The bottom drawer that's this size, I took it and threw it across the room for right now, because I could use it on the bottom of another one if I decide to. But this is what this is looking like so far. And a lot of these things, it has some crafty stuff, but not a lot. Like this thing right here, that's not really crafty, it's more decorative. And I have some CDs and DVDs in here, and pictures and batteries, and what is that, a Christmas, what thing is what you hang on the tree. And these right here are from Michael's from a while ago, like a couple of years, that I did use them to make some Christmas ornaments with my grandkids. This is just Tyvek in that drawer. This is just arbitrary stuff up here, basically. That's the only thing in there. There's some books right there. And that's just arbitrariness right there. And right here is one of my cutters. This right here is a melt and pour soap. This is just some tissue paper. This is my fitness journal, and that's my grandbaby's high school album. So in all honesty, guys, in these drawers right now is more stuff than anything. The crafty stuff is really in here, and that's not a lot. So, but anyway, that's that drawer. This is the bag of trash that I'm throwing away from out of all of those drawers so far. And that's the box of stuff that I'm getting rid of without the stamps in them. I'm gonna put the stamps in there, and then it's gonna be on to the next one. What is it? 3 and 4? No, that's 3, 4, and 5, or just maybe 4. I might make it just one, number 4. Okay, here's the 2 bottom drawers, and as you can see, there is not really any crafty stuff here. Well, this is just stuff. Y'all know these little macaroons that we got at Dollar Tree, so I have some in there. What's in the bottom down there? Oh, that's one of my Cricut cartridges. Excuse me, let me see what's in here. Okay, those are combs. I remember these. I got these from Stampin' Up. And that's my Cricut cartridge and some bags. So this is okay, because these drawer these 2 baskets can only fit in this drawer, so that's fine to me. Over here I could take these out, some ink pens and some dots, some enamel dots, and that's really it. But these things right here, that's embossing powders, so my embossing powders can stay there. So that was an easy one. This next one looks like it's gonna be fairly easy as well. Here's some more of those. Oh my goodness, come on, don't break on me. Those ornaments, Jesus, the Christmas ornaments. So, you know, I'm gonna go through this one because this one got a little bit more stuff in here. So I'm gonna go through this drawer, and it looks like that may be really it. These things go in the bathrooms if I decide to use them. There's a extra of that, this stuff right here. Yeah, so let me go through this drawer, and let me see what I can pull out. Probably nothing, because it's not really a mess, but let me see. Okay, and right here, none of this stuff is craft stuff. Well, this right here is a Christmas ornament that I made years ago, watching Miss Tamika from Scrap the World, and I was going to make more with these, and I got some more on the other side of the room that you guys saw earlier. But for right now, this is just stuff, and this is more craft related. So that drawer is going to stay like that, and I think I already said that this drawer was going to stay like that. Now I got to work on these 2 drawers, and this right here drawer looks like it's more stuff that when I was doing a lot of swapping, that's what that is. But I'm going to go through both of these, and I'm going to see. Okay, now this drawer contained these 3M transfers, or transparency sheets. And I have this watercolor paper, and these report covers, and this is I think this is the stuff that came with my Cricut. And this particular cutter that I rarely use, it had it had a power brick to go to it, and it lit up somewhere. Oh, there the lights are down in there, and I see the little pieces missing, so it may wind up in the trash too. This is the part for it. I'll see if I can still use it. If not, it's going on in the trash, because I've never really used it. And this looks like some transparencies or something, and self-seal, which is, it's got a few in it. Looks like this Heidi Swap thing, this gold paper, that type of stuff. So, and they're the things for my binding machine. So I know right off the bat this report stuff is probably going to be the only thing that gets missing, because I do have a binding machine which I'm going to keep that for, and I do have actually one of those projectors, because when I was teaching CEUs, because I used to be a CEU provider for the state of Georgia for cosmetologists and barbers and estheticians. At the time I didn't have a camera and, you know, all that type of stuff. But now with it being so cheap, you could probably just get them. But I'm actually going to hang on to this stuff right here. It's really for more nostalgia purposes than anything else. But I'm going to hang on to that for a while. I'm going to get this stuff back in the drawer, and then we're going to check out the next drawer. Okay, this is the last drawer. And I forgot to show you a few things from the other drawer that I am going to keep. I just need to put them where they belong. So hold on. This, I remember buying this one not too long ago. Actually, it's actually probably like a year ago. And it's been in the drawer. I have never used it. I got some more planner things that I'm just going to put to wherever all my planner stuff is. I got these enamel dots. Yeah. Of course, that's not crafted, and that's an earring that's broken. But those are the things that are going to stay in my collection. Let's go back this way. And this drawer too looks like a lot of the stuff is stuff that I was in swaps for, or stuff that I had tried making and I wasn't happy with it. What's in here? Oh, look, there are my cabotons, so you know that stays. And the rest of this stuff. So I'm going to go through this and see what stays and what goes. And I'll be right back. Okay, so this will be the last of this segment. And that thing right there, which I got to clean the top off, that's going to be there. And remember, it had a black piece on the top. But let me show you what I did with that. About to kill myself. Okay, I put it over here. Remember, this one right here had a third one. That piece is broken back there, so the one on the very bottom couldn't fit, or it wouldn't close the drawer all the way. So I just took it and stacked it on top of this one. So now I have this like this. I got one empty drawer. This drawer just has that type of stuff in it. I think I showed you guys that one. And then this drawer just has these things in it that are swap items. And if I can, I'm going to put them in that bottom drawer down there. And so that'll have two of these drawers cleaned out. This is the trash that I'm throwing away. And this is a 13-gallon bag. So this is the trash that came out of all of the drawers. And this is the box of everything that is going away. And my daughter-in-law came in and pulled out some stuff, but this is it. Okay, guys, this is the last of this particular segment. I want to thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch this video. If you haven't, I would greatly appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel. Also, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, because I still have more to declutter. All your comments, I truly appreciate it. Come back anytime, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye-bye, love bugs.